pretty good. They're I know I do a lot of talking. I do a lot of talking all over. You know, if it's noisy on one place, I gotta go take off and go somewhere else. One thing about it is I don't know. Once when DX is in there real heavy, I'll still talk, but I like it more when it's coming in or going out. I like it. You gotta work your station a little bit better like that. That's when that's most of the time when you catch me out there. But yeah, no, they're pretty good. I was moving the my bandwidth on the receiver back and forth a little bit. So I'm at like 4 kcs wide right now, so it's pretty good like that. It's got everything's there, and I'll let me see. Yeah, there's now like this, you could probably stand to pull just a little bit out of your low pad or your low cut, just a hair, but it's not bad though. It's I'd probably leave it there myself, but no, it's pretty. Sound pretty good right here on sideband. Sometimes you make a good recording like this, and it would you'd think it was on AM or something. That's when I've done a few of them like that where people listen to them and later on they say something about it, and I tell them, I said, well, look at the corner up there on the mode and see what that is. And they ain't no AM. That's all sideband. So you can get it done like this too, where you don't sound like no Donald Duck to break.
Oh yeah, no doubt too. A video game. I was like, yeah, there it is, some sideband. The guy says, no, I think you mean AM. I'm like, no, dude. That was sideband, homeboy. He's like, really? Sounds like AM, especially I love this, the Monty, man, the monitor. Yeah, I'm just learning everything on this radio, homeboy. Hey, now, say someone's off frequency. I know I can move it without moving myself. I know I can move my receive without moving myself. How do you do that on this thing?
If you go, let's see, right there where your clarifier is, right between your two VFOs. Now, if you what I do, because a lot of times, man, if there's a mud duck that's off frequency, I might go after him, but a lot of times I won't. I'll leave him. If he's off, he's off. There ain't nothing I can do about that. But if you do want to chase him and leave your transmit alone, what you do is where it says receive clarifier, you hit that receive clarifier button, and you'll see it come on your display. And then what you do is then you can move your the clarifier back around. It's like a RIT. It's like a most other radios, they call that RIT, that receive incremental tuning. On like Kenwoods and Icons, that's what it'll be called. But right here, they call it a receive clarifier. So you hit that receive clarifier, and then you just move the clarifier around, and it'll change on your receive. And then when you transmit, it'll go back to wherever you got the VFO set. And then you can do it on, you can do the transmit the same way, or you can do both at the same time too. So, but that's how you do it. But yeah, a lot of times I won't go. I'll chase them down sometimes, but if they're way off, I might get them enough to where I can clean them up some. But if they're way out there, I'll leave them out there to break.
Yeah, Roger that. Hang on one sec. All right, it went right back. You're right. All right, cool, man. Yes, I was wondering, but there you go. Thank you. Shoot, man. That'll come in handy. I'm kind of like you, man. Usually if a cat nigga's on, he don't know what the hell he doing anyway. I don't need to be talking to the cat nigga, but I've had it where I've been off too, man, just because of the radio. But yeah, all right, cool, man, cool. That's sweet, man. That is sweet. If you want, I can roll a video gate on you. If you wanna hear what you sound like on sideband.
Yeah, if you want. If you want to, go ahead. I got one. I was going to show you what that thing sounds like over here on sideband, because I got a better copy on it like this. So I'm fine. Let's see. Yeah, I'm about 5 minutes into it right now. So I'll get it down that way after I do these other ones. But So on the on your receive bandwidth over there, where that knob that says shift and width on it. So you have you tried working the width on different stations to see what you can do with them?
Yeah, I play around it where it puts the little box down there and you can get the box going sideways. Yeah, I played around with that. A lot of folks just sound good just leaving it alone, but then, like I said, I get some guys in there that got a little bit of a good sound to them, and then I'll get to playing around with it. I can't help it, man. I like to hit the buttons. As a matter of fact, I want to shift you around a little bit and see what we can do.
Yeah, so on that radio right there, then when you so you said when you move that the width on, let's see, on your second VFO on the right side of it, when you move that width knob, does your KC's does your hertz change in there, or is it just on the little box over there?
Yeah, I see it moving underneath that, the little DSP area down there, the little boxes, and I see it changing the hertz. I think the last time I looked at it was 230 hertz or something.
All right, yeah, because the earlier programming they had, you didn't see your frequency change up there. You can see it on a monitor. You can see every little thing you do on a monitor, but on the older ones, you didn't see the number up there on for your bandwidth. But like this one right here, I had reprogrammed to put that newer firmware in there, that upgrade, which makes it run a lot better too. Because before the ALC was pretty touchy before, and on it worked pretty good on AM still, but it was a little. You really had to have everything right for it to work right. It's a little bit less forgiving like this, but yeah, what I do is most of the time I usually leave this thing the width wide at like 4 kcs. I go to like 4.0, and which works good. A lot of times if it's real noisy in there, I might drop it down to like 3, or sometimes I'll even go back to center at 2.4. But a lot of times, man, I'll leave this thing wide at 4 kilohertz wide, and it seems to work good for me, But there's if you ever do put a monitor on it, you'll be able to see every little move you make will be on the screen. It's a little bit easier working with too. So that's one thing that I know if you use an aftermarket like that RF source setup for your band scope and all that. With that one, I'm sure you don't have to be able to see all the menu on the screen. Whereas if you use the factory Yaesu one, the DMU unit, you'll be able to see all that stuff on there. So that's one thing that's nice about it too, is you can see every little change you make will be on the screen to break.
Yeah, Roger. Well, maybe I'll pick one of them up, man. Maybe I just thought they were just for checking out what else is on the band, but yeah, if it's showing you all the menu and all that, yeah, that'll be cool, man. I'll definitely try that. All right, let's switch over to AM real quick. I just want to have you see the difference between the two.
All right, there's AM right there. I was going to ask you too. Are you your audio that you're recording, you pulling it out of the radio, or are you pulling it out of everything else when you record?
Right through the monkey. I'm pulling it straight into my PC. I'm pulling my audio right off the monkey.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, well, this one I'm using the AF jack out the back of the radio. You'll see on this side, on my end over here, I got a lot more noise right here like this. So I had a lot better copy the other way, but it's still good though. But that right there is AM mode. AM mode looking down that way. So I don't know, about as a crow flies, what is that? Probably, I don't know, 30, 40 miles, something like that. So the other end of the bay, I'm on the upper east side. You on the lower west side. And that's AM mode, and that's about 15 watts right there.
Yeah, so I'm doing about 15. That's what I'm doing now. I'm doing 15 watts.
I'm doing 10.
That was sounding good. Earlier I had a lot of crash noise. Had a lot of crash all over it. That sounds a lot better now. Sounds a lot better. Sounds a hell of a lot better. Yeah, man, sounding good. Yeah, I like the AM sound. I got a new little driver box too. I'm gonna get rid of some stuff over here. I got a new little driver I'm gonna use. I'm getting a little Thai TX300. I used to run this thing at 2 watts. I used to run this whole little thing at 2 watts. And get that little Thai TX300.
Yeah. I got most of that. It's noisy over here right now. You could probably stand a little bit more gain in there too. A little more mic gain maybe. But yeah, but they're no, these things are pretty neat though. They're pretty neat. I got a good 10 minutes of you like that, so I'll chop it off and stick it over there so you can check it out. But it looks it looks good. It looks real good. But yeah, that's the one thing, man. If you use the DMU unit, it's there's a lot more stuff you can do. You know, every choice in the menu you can see it on the screen, and then like down there on the lower left-hand side where you got all your voice key and your memory and playback and all that stuff. All that stuff right there is on the. You can see it on your screen too. And then you got, and then with those buttons down there, you can also control your rotor if you have a Yaesu rotor. And you know, also in the memories, when you hold. Now, see, you can hold a frequency in mode and power and all that, or not your power, but you can hold frequency and mode and stuff in a memory setting in the radio right now. But if you use the other unit, you can also hold your rotor settings in there too. So once you go click on whatever preset you got, it'll put everything over to where you want it. Rotor. And, it'll move the antenna, set your frequency, your mode, and filter settings, and the whole bit. So you do get a little bit more with it, but that's a $900 option too. So that plus keyboard monitor isn't much, but the unit itself is like $900 and pretty easy to put in. There's a little board you got to set in the side of the radio, but kind of plugs in, so it's nothing big, but it's a pretty neat little setup if you get one.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, man, you got one. Maybe I'll come up there and check that kind of thing out, man. I think I was looking at the one they had down there today, man. But you know what I mean? I like to go through the menu and take a look at it, man. I like to go through the menu and maybe take a look at that kind of thing. See what some of it's all about? Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to go online. Maybe look around there and see what sure someone's got that on YouTube or something. But yeah, alright, cool, man. Yeah, I want to definitely like to see what that thing can do. Because I would like to trick this thing out, man. I definitely love to trick this doggone thing out.
Oh yeah, there's a lot you can do. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's double the price of that RF source one. That one's like $500. And these ones are like $900, but then too, this one will do twice as much. Even though the other one, if you're strictly band scope, it's a little bit faster than what this one is, so you get a little bit better resolution. But yeah, they're well, it all depends what you're after, But it is you do get a little more functions out of it. But yeah, all right. Well, let me back it down. I see this.